Hello, charters. We were doing bills of exchange. Good morning. We were doing bills of exchange and we were supposed to start accommodation. What is accommodation? When two parties are in need of funds. One party draws a bills on another party. One party draws a bill on another party. Correct? One party draws a bill on another party. Then the first party who draws the bill discounts the bill. The first party who draws the bill discounts the bill. Correct? As soon as he discounts the bill, he gets the money. That money is shared by both the parties. On the due date, bank will come and ask money. Both the parties again will arrange the money and give it to bank. Correct? Now let's see this by a simple example. That means two parties are accommodating each other in each other's financial needs. There is no trade activities between them. Let's see all this and accounting through one example. A draws a bill on B for rupees. Are you able to hear me clearly? Yes, no? Hello. Now, A draws a bill on B for rupees 9,000. So, number one. Draws a B. A draws a bill on B. So, what entry will A pass? A will pass bills receivable to B. A will pass bills receivable to B. How much? How much? 9,000, 9,000. Correct? Thereafter, what entry will B pass? Sir, B will pass A to bills payable. A to bills payable 9,000, 9,000. Correcta, incorrecta? Correcta. Now chartered after this. Number two. What will A do with the bill? A will discount the bill. So A will get money. A discounts the bill with bank at 10% per annum. The bill is of how many months? 4 months. Yeah, I know in reality bill is of not 4 months, but if in the question it is given 4 months, don't start fighting with the question. Do it with 4 months. So, A discounts the bill. A discounts the bill how much? 9,000 into 10% into 9,000 into 10% into 4 by 12. 9,000 into 10% into 4 by 12 comes to 300. Therefore, chartered, how much will A get? A will get 8,700. A will get 8,700. So, bank account debit. Bank account debit 8,700. Discounting charges account debit. How much? 300 to bills receivable. 9,000. Bank account debit 8,700. Discounting charges 300 to bank 8,900. Now chartered, entry number 3. Now who has the money? Who has the entire money? Over here the entire money is with whom? A. Will A keep the entire money? No. A and B will share this loan. A and B will share this loan. Sir, A and B will share this loan means where is the loan? When they discounted the bill, the money which they got is nothing but loan only to taken from a bank. Oh, that is why they have paid 300 rupees interest to the bank. Am I clear? Yes. So, what will happen? And it is given remitted one third of the proceeds to B. Remitted one third of the proceeds to B. Who will remit one third of the proceeds to B? A will remit one third of the proceeds. Proceeds means money. Remit means give. Proceeds means money. Remit means give. So A will give one third of the proceeds. One third of the proceeds means how much money we have? 8,700. 8,700 ka one third A will give it to B. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Can anybody tell me the journal entry? A remits one third to B. A remits one third to B after discounting the bill. What entry will A pass? Sir, A will give one third. Yes. So first I will pass the entry without amount. Okay. So entry will be B account debit. Acha, tell me chartered. This discounting charges is 300. This discounting charges is 300. Will entire discounting charges be borne by A? Fatafat tell me, will this entire discounting charges borne by A? Tell. No. It will be borne by A and B both. So can you tell me how much will B bear? Can you tell me how much will B bear? Sir, B का share is one third, so B will bear. B का share is one third, so B will bear one third. One third of, correct. B will bear one third of 300, that is 100. So 2 discounting charges 100. Out of this 300, B should bear 100. Why? Because B is getting one third of the proceeds. Yes or no? Yes, sir. To bank. To bank how much? 1,900. To bank 1,900. So B will become how much? Sorry. To bank how much? 2,900. Sir, oh sir, tell no, from where did you get 2,900? Chartered we got 2,900 as one third of 8,700. Chartered we got 2,900 as one third of 8,700. So this became 2,900. Yes or no? Yes. Now can Acha, chartered, fatafat tell me this entry is clear or not clear to everybody? Fatafat tell me this entry is clear or not clear to everybody? Thumbs up. Clear. Now chartered. What entry will B pass? B will pass the entry A account debit. 3. Bank account debit. Bank account debit how much? 9,000. To discounting charges how much? Bank account debit 2,900. Discounting charges account debit 100. To bills receivable how much? 3,000. B account debit to discounting charges to bank. Bank account debit discounting charges to BR. Correct? Yes sir, no sir. Yes sir. B should be debited with 3,000. Correct. Now my wonderful chartered accountant. Tell me fatafat. On the due date, bank will go to whom? On the due date, bank will go to whom? Chartered, on the due date, bank will go to whom? Asking for money? Yes, bank will go to B asking for 9,000. Bank will go to B asking for 9,000. Yes or no? Will bank take out entire 9,000 from his pocket? Sir, oh sir, why will bank go to B? Bank will go to that person who has written bills payable. Bank will go to that person who has written bills payable. So who has written bills payable over here? B has written bills payable. So bank will go to whom? Bank will go to B asking for how much? 9,000. Am I clear? Yes. Number 4. Number 4 chartered. Bank will go to B asking for 9,000. Will B take out entire 9,000 from his pocket? Nah. B ka share is how much? 3,000. B ka share is how much? 3,000. So B will take out from his pocket how much? 3,000. Am I clear? Yes or no? Yes. So chartered, the journal entry is B will take out from his pocket how much? 3,000. So B will ask from A how much? 6,000. B will take out from his pocket how much? 3,000. B will ask from A how much? 6,000. A will give B 6,000 rupees and B will pay to bank 9,000. Oh, total bill is 9,000. A will take out his 1/3 share. Bank will go and ask from B 9,000. B will take out his 1/3 share. That is 3,000. Remaining 6 he will ask from A. A will give 6,000 to B and he will give it to bank. Over here it will be 2A. Over here it will be 2A. Now on, correct Sridhar, on the due date, A remits his share to B. On the due date, A remits his share to B. Now chartered, what entry will B pass? Now chartered, what entry will B pass? A pass. A will give how much to B? 6,000. A will give how much to B? 6,000. The journal entry will become B to bank 6,000. What entry will B pass? B will pass bank to A. How much? Now what will B do? Now B will honor the first bill. Now B will honor the first bill. Correct. So what entry we will pass? Sir, we will pass the entry honor the first bill. So bills payable to bank. Bills payable to bank. How much? 9,000. 9,000. So A drew the bill. Then A discounted the bill. A gave B 1/3 of the money. On the due date, bank went to B asking for entire 9,000. B took out from his pocket his share 3,000. Then B asked from A. B asked from A how much? 6,000. Then B got entire 9,000 which B gave it to bank. Correct, incorrect? Yes sir, no sir. Now chartered. Understood. Understood. Now let's understand. Now we'll enter a complicated part of accommodation. So for that, these two concepts are very, very essential. Let's see it over here. Am I clear? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Now, 1 minute, 1 minute. Now, A draws a bill on B for 40,000 and B discounts it with bank for rupees 39,000 and remits 23,400 to B. Now, A draws a bill on B for how much? Sir, 40,000. A draws a bill on B for 40,000. What entry will A pass? Sir, A will pass the entry. A will pass the entry. Bills receivable to B. How much? A will pass the entry bills receivable to B. And chartered B will pass the entry A to, sorry, drawing का entry pass नहीं करना है. You need not pass. Then A discounted the bill with bank for how much? 39,000. So A has the money. Bank account debit how much? 39,000. Discounting charges how much? 1,000. To bills receivable. Now chartered my question is, A will remit to B how much? 23,400. What will be the journal entry? The journal entry will be B account debit to discounting charges to bills receivable. Sorry, to bank. Okay. A will pass the entry B account debit to discounting charges to bank. Yes. I want to bank में how much? Sir, bank में 23,400. Can you tell me how to find out the discounting charges? Can you tell me how to find out the discounting charges? Remit means to give. Remit means give. Proceeds mean money. Remit means to give. Proceed means money. Now, bank account debit to discounting charges to bank. Can anybody tell me how to calculate discounting charges and what will be discounting? Wonderful. Sridhar. Proceeds, discounting charges. If A would have given entire 39,000 to be chartered, discounting charges would have been 1,000. If A would have been given 39,000, then discounting charges would have been 1,000. Correct, GKSC. But over here he has given how much? 23,400. Then 23,400 का proportionate discount will be how much? Proportionate discount मतलब cross multiplication. Cross multiplication मतलब 23,400 into 1,000 divided by 39,000 is equal to how much? 600. So 600 discounting charges. Over here 24,000. B will pass the entry bank account debit. Bank account debit 23,400. Discounting charges 600 to A 24,000. Swaha. Correct? Yes or no? Yes. Now, chartered. Listen to this carefully. Everybody understood this 600? Yeah, sir. Everybody understood. Now listen to what I am doing. Payable to A 5,000. I was supposed to pay A 5,000. Receive from A 4,000. Correct? Yes. So net I was supposed to pay 5, receive 4. Net I will pay. So net you will pay 1,000. Very good. Net I will pay 1,000. Correct? Now chartered over here, if you see, I was supposed to receive how much? 8. But still I paid net mein how much? 4,300. I was supposed to receive how much? 8. But still net mein I paid how much? 4,300. So my wonderful chartered, can you tell me what amount will come in this box? Sir, in this box, what amount will come? Payable minus receivable 8, net paid 4,300. Payable minus receivable, net paid 4,300. Sir, payable may it will come 12,300. Wonderful. Payable may it will come 12,300. Now, look at this and listen to English what I am speaking. I was supposed to receive 5,000. I was supposed to receive 5, but I still paid 1. I was supposed to receive 5, but I still paid 1. That means total payable was 6. I was supposed to receive 8, but I still paid 3. I was supposed to receive 8, but I still paid 3. That means I was supposed to pay 11. Is this point clear, yes or no? Yes, sir. Clear. Now, chartered. Now we'll do this 2 questions carefully. Correct? A draws a bill on B. A draws a bill on B for mutual accommodation of rupees 9,000, which A discounts it for 8,700 and remitted 2,900 to B. On the due date, A being unable to remit the due accepts another bill for rupees 12,000. Again, which part, Aditya? This part. Fatafat reply. This part. This part. This entry. You have to tell me the entry beta. Otherwise, how will I understand that? 40,000. No. A draws a bill on B and discounts it with rupees 39,000. Who told that A is supposed to receive? You did not attend from the starting beta. A problem. Over here, A, they have taken loan from the bank. They have taken loan from the bank and they decided that they will share the proceeds. So that means whatever money he has got, something he will keep and something he will give it to B. Starting the part you missed. Now listen. A draws a bill on B for mutual accommodation of rupees 9,000, which A discounted it for 8,700 and remitted rupees 2,900 to B. On the due date, A being unable to remit the due accepts another bill for rupees 12,000 and B discounts it for 11,100 and sends it to A. Before maturity of the bill, A becomes bankrupt and his estate paying 50 paisa in a rupee. Give journal entries in the books of A and B. 50 paisa in a rupees. Transaction. The books of A. Now chartered. Ready? A and B are in need of funds. Correct? So A draws a bill on B for how much? A draws a bill on B for how much? Sir, A draws a bill on B for rupees 9,000. Very good. So, number 1, A draws first bill on B. A draws a first bill on B. How much? 9,000. So, A will pass the entry bills receivable 9 to A 9. Correct? That means if you look at the first entry carefully, you'll understand A has got a bill of 9,000 for which A should pay B 9,000. A has got a bill of 9,000, therefore A should pay B how much? 9,000. A has got a bill of 9,000, therefore A should pay B how much? 9,000. Correct, incorrect? Correct, sir. In the books of B, what shall be the journal entry? Sir, B will pass the entry A 9,000 to bills payable 9,000. A 9,000 to bills payable 9,000. Correct? Then number 2 charted. A discounts the bill. A discounts the bill. A discounts the bill for how much? Sir, A discounts it for 8,700. A discounts the bill for rupees 8,700. Charted, what shall be the journal entry? Bank account debit 8,700. Discounting charges 300. To bills receivable 9,000. Bank account debit 8,700. Discounting charges 300. To bills receivable 900. Correct? Yes. What entry will be passed? No entry. Now charted A has got 8,700. Will A keep entire 8,700 with him? Aditya, will A keep entire 8,700 with him? No. A will give 2,900 to B. A will give 2,900 to B. Correct? Now, number 3. A remits 2,900 to B. The journal entry, B account debit to discounting charges to bank. B account debit how much? 2,900. So how much is discounting charges? Proceeds discounting charges. If A would have given entire 8,700, then entire discounting charges would have been transferred. On 8,700, discounting charges is how much? 300. Therefore, on 2,900, discounting charges will be how much? Cross multiplication, say you will get 100. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. This entry we learned here first. Correct? Yes. A remits 2,900 to B. So if money was 8,700, discount is 300. If money is 2,900, then discount is how much? Correct? Now, what entry will B pass? B will pass bank account debit. Bank account debit, discounting charges account debit to A. Correct? Now, yes. Now, charter, tell me, on due date bank will go to whom? On due date bank will go to whom? Sir, on due date, bank will go to B asking for how much? Sir, on due date, bank will go to B asking for 9,000. Correct? On due date, bank will go to B asking for 9,000. Will B take out entire 9,000 from his pocket? No, B will take out only 3,000 from his pocket. B will take out only 3,000 from its pocket. Correct? Yes. So B will ask from A how much? 6,000. So charted, remember this line. On due date, B is supposed to receive from A how much? 9,000. B is supposed to receive from A how much? 9,000. Please dare not forget this sentence. On the due date, B is supposed to receive from A 9,000. Now charted. The question says, read the question. On the due date, A being unable to remit the due accepts another bill for 12,000. Now, A should give 6,000 to B and B should honor the bill. A should give 6,000 to B and B should honor the bill. Arey Baba, A does not have 6,000. So what does A do? A draws another bill. Then A will discount that bill. That bill ka money he will get. From that money he will honor the first bill. Oh my God. Oh, A accepts another bill. On the due date, A being unable to remit the due, accepts another bill. So A accepts another bill. So A will write bills payable, B will write bills receivable. Then B will discount the bill. B will get the money. With that money, he will honor the first bill. And whatever money is left, they will again share. Oh my God. So now, sir, you will draw another bill. Then you will discount that bill. Then you will honor the first bill. And then B will give some money to A. Yes, it is given over here. Accepts another bill of 12,000, discounts it for 11,100 and sends 1,400 to A. Oh. Shall we move ahead? Answer. Entry number 4. B draws a bill. B draws a bill of rupees 2,900. B draws a bill of rupees 2,900 to B. Sorry. B draws a bill of rupees 12,000 on A. No problem, Adit. Now chartered, what entry will be pass? Bills receivable to B. Bills receivable to B. Correct. B is supposed to receive from A 6,000. Correct. Now, don't fall into the trap of ratio. In this sum, the ratio will work. In all the sums, ratio will not work. So B bank will go to B asking for 9,000. Out of that, he will take out his share 3. So 9 minus 3, 6 he will ask from A. Don't go that into ratio of 2/3, 1/3. It will become risky. Bills receivable to A. How much? Bills receivable to A. How much? 12,000. Then B, bills payable. Correct? Now, number 5. B discounts the bill for rupees 11,100. B discounts the bill for rupees 11,100. Now, the entry will be bank account debit 11,100, discounting charges account debit 900, to bills receivable 12,000. To bills receivable 12,000. Now chartered. Correct? Entry number 6. Honor the first bill. Sir, it is not mentioned in the question, but you have to honor. Honor the first bill. Honor the first bill. How much? First bill is of 9,000. So first bill ka journal entry will be bills payable. Bills payable to bank. How much? 9,000. 9,000. Correct? Now, entry number 7. Correct? B remits. B remits proceeds of second bill to A. Who remits? B remits. Now charted to B. B will pass the journal entry. A account debit to discounting charges to bank. How much is he remitting? 1,400. How much is he remitting? 1,400. Correct? Yes, sir. Now charted 1,400 mein what will be his share of discount? This we are supposed to calculate. So for that we go to working note number 2 and 3. Working note number 2 and 3. Now charted. Working. Two. 1. Working note number 1 and 2. Calculation of A's share of proceeds of second bill. Calculation of A's share of proceeds of second bill, because until and unless you get proceeds, sir, proceeds mein A ka share is 1,400. No, that is a twist. A ka share of proceeds, because until and unless we know the proceeds, we cannot apply this logic. Okay. तो A का share of proceeds I want to find out. बरोबर? Now, so B has to pay A on account of first bill. Sorry, on account of second bill. How much? I don't know. B drew the bill, B discounted the bill, B gave the money to bank. B drew the bill, B discounted the bill, B gave money to A. Correct? No. So B had to pay A on account of second bill. How much? That I don't know. But B had to receive from A on account of first bill. Can anybody tell me this figure? B had to receive from A on account of first bill how much? B had to receive from A on account of first bill how much? Correct. Correct. C. 6,000. It is given over here. B is supposed to receive from A 6,000. B is supposed to receive from A 6,000. Very good, Pradmila. Rohan, 6,000. Yes, Dikshit, 6,000. Now, B had to receive from A on account of first bill 6,000. Still, from where did I get this 6,000? Here only I had written. B is supposed to receive from A 6,000. B had to pay A on account of second bill, but receive from A on account of first bill. B had to pay A on account of second bill because second bill B had drawn. B had discounted, so B had the money. So B had to pay on account of second bill. But first bill mein to B had to receive the money because A had the money. Achha. Second bill mein, since B had the money, B had to pay. First bill mein, since A had the money, B had to receive from A. Correct. Now, still he paid how much? Net paid is how much? Net paid is 2,900, correct? Net paid is 2,900. So this will become, net paid is 1,400. Net paid is 1,400, sir. Oh, sir, from where did you get 1,400? It's given in the question. Sent rupees 1,400 to A. We had written over here also. 1,400, correct? Now, my wonderful chartered working note number 2. Now you got the proceeds. This will be how much? B had to pay an account of second bill. Now it will become how much? Now this will become 7,400. Exactly. Now, is share of discount of second bill. Proceeds, discounting charges. Proceeds, discounting charges. Sir, I didn't get the logic. Proceeds, though given in the question. This 1,400 is given in the question. But this 1,400, actually he was supposed to pay. He paid 1,400. But logically, if you remember, I used to say, he paid 1,400. But he was supposed to receive 6,000. was supposed to receive 6,000, but still he paid 1,400. That means logically he was supposed to pay 7,400. Correct? No? Over here we had written B is supposed to receive. So B is supposed to receive 6,000. But the question says we are paying B 1,400. That means on account of second bill we were supposed to pay 7,400. Correct? Incorrect? Tell me. If proceeds is 11,100, then discounting charge is 900. If share of proceeds is 7,400, how much is discounting charges? Na, 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 nina, 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 nina. Correct, 600. Now some people will apply the ratio. In this some ratio works, but beta in all some ratio does not work. So I request please don't use ratio. Correct? Now charted 600. So 600 will come here and this will become 2000. A will write bank account debit. A will write bank account debit 2000. 1,400. Discounting charges 600 to B 2000. Barabar, yes or no? Yes. This is very, very important. Now, entry number 8. Entry number 8. Now charted. If you see carefully, number 3. Bank will go to whom? B. Bank will go to whom? B. Asking for how much? 12,000. Bank will go to B asking for 12,000. What did B do? Before the maturity of the bill, A becomes insolvent and his estate paying 50 paisa in a rupee give journals. Oh my God. A becomes insolvent. If A becomes insolvent, that means dishonors the bill. So entry number 8, A dishonors the bill. A dishonors the bill. If A dishonors the bill charted, what entry will A pass? If A dishonors the bill charted, what entry will A pass? A will say drawee to holder of the bill. Who is drawee? No, sorry. What A dishonors the bill, so A will pass the entry bills payable to B. And B will say B has to pass the entry drawee 12,000 to bank 12,000. Drawee to holder of the bill. B will pass the entry drawee to holder of the bill. Who is drawee of second bill? Second bill ka drawee is A. Second bill ka drawee is A. So A to second bill ka drawee is A. So A to holder of the bill. Who has the bill? Bank. That means logically B has paid entire 12,000 to bank. B has paid entire 12,000 to bank. B has paid entire 12,000 to bank. Correct, incorrect? Correct. Now charted. The most dangerous entry. A is a share of second bill. A is a share of second bill. Now, second bill ka how much money A was supposed to receive? B was supposed to pay A 7,400. So, A is a share, proceeds of second bill. A is a share of proceeds. Is share of proceeds of second bill is how much? 7,400. A is a share of discounting charges of second bill is how much? 600. Therefore, A is a share of bill is how much? 8,000. Again, I am saying some people will apply logic of 2/3, 1/3. In this sum it will work, in next sum it will not work. Over here, second bill ka 11,100. Second bill ka 11,100 he got. Out of that 11,100, he gave away 9,000 to bank and he is left with 2,100. Now charted, B gives to A 1,400. But B gives to A 1,400. B gives to A 1,400. But I was shocked. But B was supposed to receive from A 6,000. B gives A 1,400, but B was supposed to receive from A how much? 6,000. That means after subtracting 6,000, B gave A 1,400. After subtracting 6,000, B gave A how much? 1,400. How much he was supposed to receive? 7,400. So 7,400 was his share of second bill. 7,400 was his share of proceeds. 600 was his share of discounting charges. That means ultimately A's share of second bill was how much? 8,000. A's share of second bill is how much? 8,000 beta. But B paid entire 12,000 to bank. Now B has to receive how much from A? 8,000. B had to receive how much from A? 8,000. Now there is it. And now charted there is insolvency. B will write, A will write, B ko he was supposed to pay 8,000. He paid how much? 4,000 to deficiency. 4,000. Bank account debit 4,000. Bad debt 4,000 to A 8,000. This 8,000 you will get it from working note number 3. Am I clear? It will be 9 entries. I will do one more sum like this. This sum is very, very important this time. Correct? Because 50 paisa is received, 50 paisa is gone. Everybody understood this last entry? Yes or no? Everybody understood this last entry? Thumbs up or down? Now charted. Chale? Lata draws a bill of rupees 40,000 on Pallavi, accepts the same for mutual accommodation. Shubham draws a bill on Rajendra for rupees 45,000. Lata draws a bill on Pallavi for 40,000 and Pallavi accepts the same for mutual accommodation of both of them. to the extent of 3/4 and 1/4. Again, ratio is given, but believe me, I will not use it. It is not required because in this sum only second part my ratio will flop. Lata discounts the bill 39,800 and remits 1/4 of the proceeds. Proceeds means money. So 1/4 of 39,800 means how much? Sir, 1/4 of 39,800 means 9950. 9950, correct? To Pallavi. Before the due date, Pallavi draws another bill for rupees. Before due date, Pallavi draws another bill for rupees 50,000 on Lata in order to provide funds to meet the first bill. The second bill is discounted for 49. With the help of first bill is met and a sum of rupees 9,200 is remitted to Lata. Second bill ka how much is remitted to Lata? 9,200. Before the due date of the second bill, Lata becomes insolvent and Pallavi received a dividend of 60 paisa in a rupee. Shall we start? Yes. So first bill is of how much? First bill is of 40,000, discounted for 39,400, remitted 9950 to a second bill of 50,000, discounted for 49,000. Honor the first bill. Give second bill ka 9,200. Am I clear? Yes. Shall we start? Lata. Pallavi. Correct? Number 1. There are 9 entries in total. How many? 9. Chale? Number 1. Lata draws a bill on Pallavi. Lata draws a bill on Pallavi. What entry will Lata pass? Bills receivable to Pallavi. How much? 40,000, 40,000. What entry will Pallavi pass? Pallavi will pass Lata to bills payable. Then Lata discounts the bill. Discounts the bill. Lata discounts the bill. What journal entry will Lata pass? Lata will pass bank account debit. Bank account debit how much? 39,800. Discounting charges debit 200. To bills receivable how much? 40,000. What entry will Pallavi pass? No entry. Number 3. Bolo. Lata will draw. Lata remits the proceeds. Lata remits 9950 to Pallavi. Journal entry without the amount will be Pallavi account debit, 2 discounting charges to bank. Bank में it is 9950. Proceeds, discounting charges. Proceeds and discounting charges. If proceeds is 39,200, then discounting charges 200. If proceeds is 9950, then discounting charges how much? if 39,800, then discounting charges how much? So then discounting charges 50 it will come. Cross multiplication se. 9950 into 200 divided by 39,800, you will get how much? 50. So discounting charges is how much? 50. This will become how much? 10,000. Correcta, incorrecta? Correcta. Now, what entry will Pallavi pass? Pallavi will pass bank account debit 9950. Discounting charges account debit 50 to Lata. To Lata. How much? 10,000. Correct. Number 4. Number 4. Now charted on the due date, bank will go to whom? On the due date, bank will go to Pallavi, asking for how much? Entire 40,000. But Pallavi has how much? Only 10,000. So Pallavi will ask from Lata how much? 30,000. So chartered, we can say, like we wrote a sentence over here, on the due date. On due date, Pallavi is supposed to receive from Lata how much? Rupees 30,000. Pallavi is supposed to receive from Lata how much? Rupees 30,000. But before the due date, Pallavi draws another bill. Now Pallavi will draw a bill on Lata, discounts it for 49,000, and with the help of it, the first bill is made. Now, kahani mein twist. Number 4. Number 4. Pallavi draws second bill. Pallavi draws a second bill. For how much? 50,000. Bills receivable to Lata. 50,000. And Pallavi will write. Lata will write. Pallavi to bills payable. 50,000. Now, he will discount the bill. Bank account debit. Pallavi discounts the bill. Pallavi discounts the bill. Charted, what will be the journal entry? Bank account debit 49,000. Discounting charges account debit 1,000. 2. Bills receivable 50,000. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Shall we move ahead? Yes, sir. Entry number 6. Entry number 6. Now charted. Entry number 6 is what? He will honor the first bill. Got the money? Pallavi honors the first bill. Pallavi honors the first bill. So journal entry will be what? Bills payable to bank. How much? First bill was of 40,000. Now, number 7. This is very crucial entry. Pallavi remits. Pallavi remits. Pallavi remits to Lata. How much she remits? It is given 9,200 she remits. So we'll pass the entry. Bolo, bolo, kuch to bolo. Lata account debit. 2 discounting charges. 2 bank. How much? 9,200. He is giving 9,200 but was supposed to receive how much? 30,000. Pallavi is paying 9,200 although Pallavi was supposed to receive how much? 30,000. So chartered, working note number 1. Pallavi's, Lata's share of proceeds of second bill. Pallavi's share of proceeds of second bill. Sorry, Lata's share of proceeds of second bill. Now, Pallavi is to pay, receive from Lata on account, pay Lata supposed to pay Lata on account of second bill. I don't know. But Pallavi is to receive from Lata on account of first bill. Yes sir, no sir. How much he was supposed to receive? Sir, 30,000 she was supposed to receive. Still net paid is how much? Still net paid is how much? 9,200. I was supposed to receive 30,000 but I still paid 9,200. That means on account of second bill I was supposed to pay 39,200. Correct or incorrect? Yes or no? Everybody understood this much. I paid 9,200 but I was supposed to receive 30,000. Although I was supposed to receive 30,000, I paid 9,200. That means on account of second bill I was supposed to pay. Therefore, on account of second bill I was supposed to pay 39,200. That same working which we did over here also. Working 1, 2 and 3. Yes. They understood chartered. Now, number 2. Number 2. Lata's share of discount on second bill. Lata's share of discount on second bill charted. Anybody can tell me how much? Lata's share of discount on second bill. Na, 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 na. Lata's share of discount of second bill. Can anybody tell me? Bola bola. Like, share and subscribe. 197. No. 800. How? Proceeds. Let's check. Proceeds, discount. If proceeds is 49,000, then discount is how much? 1,000. If proceeds ka share is 39,200, share of proceeds is 39,200, then how much is the discount? 1250. No. No, Arey, I'm showing you how to calculate. Then also you're saying 39,200 into 1,000 divided by 49,000. P's share of second bill is how much? Lata's share of proceeds of second bill is how much? 39,200. Correct, Aditya. Rohan, very good. Pramila, very good. Idhar, very good. Dikshit, very good. Anish, very good. Muhammad Hamid, very good. Everybody understood this 800 now? Same working note, you will shut your brain and do it. This sum is very, very, very popular for exam. First, we'll calculate do working one, then you do three. A is a share of proceeds, A is share of discount, A is share of second bill. Over here, Lata's a share of proceeds, Lata's a share of discount. And third, tell me, Lata's share of second bill. Share of proceeds, 39,200. Share of discount, 800. Total, 40,000. Correct? Share of proceeds, 39,200. Share of discount, 800. Total share of second bill is 40,000. तो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा how much chartered? 800. Remember working note number 1, 2 and 3. Then over here we'll write 10,000. Lata will write bank account debit 9,200, discounting charges account debit 800 to Pallavi 10,000. Number 8, Dishonour the second bill. Dishonour the second bill. Correct? Yes, dishonour the second bill. Second bill, he will dishonor, he will write bills payable to Pallavi. How much? 50,000. 50,000. What will Lata write? Pallavi. What will Pallavi write? Lata to bank. How much? Now chartered Lata, sorry, Pallavi will ask from Lata how much? 50,000? No. 40. Pallavi paid entire 50,000 to bank. Pallavi paid entire 50,000 to bank. But Lata was supposed to pay 40 out of that 50. Oh, insolvent. Insolvency chartered. This bill of 50,000 में Lata का share was 40, Pallavi was only 10. Lata's share of bill was 40. Lata's share of bill was 40. Pallavi was only 10 chartered. Did Lata give? Let's see. Lata becomes insolvent and 60 paisa he gave. Pallavi ko she was supposed to pay 40 to bank, 60%, that is 24,000 to discounting charges, 16,000. Correct? This is dishonor ka normal entry. He will write dishonor ka this entry. And this person, the person who wrote bills receivable, what entry will he write? Drawee to holder of the bill. Drawee to holder. And Pallavi will sorry. Understood? And he will write bank account debit 24,000, discounting charges account debit 16,000 to Lata 40. Charted there are 9 entries only, then these 3 working notes only. If this sum comes, don't apply any common sense, just paste it, you will get full marks. Am I clear? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Now, sorry, this is deficiency and this is bad debt. Deficiency and bad debt. Correct? Now charted. Is this much clear? Yes or no? Yes. Now we will do rectification of errors. Now listen, charted, what I am saying about rectification. Rectification of errors. First of all, what does rectification of error mean? What does the word error mean? Error means unintentional accounting mistake. Error means unintentional accounting mistakes. Rectification means, chartered, rectification means that you are supposed to pass a journal entry which nullifies the error and reposts the correct. Sir, once again, sir. Rectification means you are supposed to pass a journal entry in such a way that it nullifies the error and it reposts the correct. That means correct which was not done, that can be done, and whatever wrong was done, that gets nullified. Acha. That means, can I say rectification is nothing but combination of reverse of wrong plus correct? Yes. What is error? Error means unintentional accounting mistake. What is rectification? Rectification means to pass a journal entry in such a fashion that it nullifies the error and reposts the correct. In short, nullifies the error means reverse of wrong and repost the correct means correct. That means rectification is nothing but combination of correct entry and reverse of wrong entry. Yes or no? Yes. Now charted. There are two three stages of error. When can an error happen? Error can first happen if you write a journal. That means stage 1. Stage 1. Stage 1 is error in daybook, or which is also known as error in recording. Error in daybook or error in recording. If there is an error in daybook, it means there is an error in both debit as well as credit item, because journal entry में error. Acha, means error in both debit plus credit item. Correct? Yes. D. Error in ledger or posting error. If there is an error in ledger or error in posting, that means chartered error is in either of the three places. That means there are only three ledgers chartered. One is general ledger, one is debtors ledger, one is creditors ledger. Huh? There are only three ledgers. Yes, beta, there are only three ledgers. This what you call is not a ledger, it's a ledger account or simply an account. Ledgers are three. Ledger is a book. If you go to any stationery shop and say, sir, I want a ledger, he will give you a notebook only. And if you remember your childhood days, when you did cash book, no, you used to prepare a column called ledger folio. When you prepared ledger folio, you asked your madam, what does the word folio mean? The madam told you page number. Your madam told you page number. Why? Because ledger ka meaning you thought you knew. But if ledger folio mein folio means page number, then ledger means what? Book. So there are only three ledgers. Rest, that is debtors ledger, creditors ledger and debtors ledger, creditors ledger and general ledger. If there is an error in any ledger, it means there is an error in the account which is prepared in that ledger. Means in creditors ledger, we prepare all individual creditors account. Ram, Sham, Hari, Ghanshyam account. All individual creditors account will be prepared in creditors ledger. All individual debtors account will be prepared in debtors ledger. That is A's account, B's account, C's account, D's account will be prepared in debtors ledger. Rest all account, purchase return, sales return, income, expenses, fixed asset, capital, drawing. Rest all other accounts are maintained in general ledger. So if there is an error in any ledger, it means there is an error in the account maintained in that ledger. Acha, means there is a mistake. The account. There is a mistake in the account maintained. Maintained in that ledger. Am I clear? Yes, sir. Now, general ledger is also known as nominal ledger. Debtors ledger is also known as sales ledger. So I hope you understood there's a difference between sales day book and sales ledger. If there is a mistake in sales day book, that means both debtors as well as salesmen there is a mistake. But if there is a mistake in sales ledger, that means there is a mistake only in debtors account, because debtors account are maintained in sales ledger. Sir, once again, if there is a mistake in sales day book chartered, that means there is a mistake in both debit as well as credit item. But if there is a mistake in sales ledger, then there is a mistake only in debtors account, because Debtors account is maintained in sales ledger. Am I clear? If I say the journal entry is RAM to sales, correct? 1,500, 1,500. Listen, if I say wrongly recorded as 115 sales day book, then wrong entry will become RAM to sales 150, 150. But if I say wrongly recorded as 150 in sales ledger means debtors account means RAM. There is a mistake only in RAM 150 to sales 1,500. And if I say there is a mistake of recorded as 150 in sales account means error is in that account only. So that means RAM meant no error to sales 1,500. So I hope you understood the difference between sales day book, sales ledger and sales account. Yes sir, no sir. Now, listen, Jatad. Thereafter, now, so number C chartered error in account means error in that particular account. Now understand this. Suppose I say sold goods to Ram 1,500 credited to Ram's account. So there is an error while posting. So what I did, I passed correct journal entry Ram to sales 1,500 मैंने पास किया. I did not make any mistake over there. Then from there I went to sales account. Sales account mein I was supposed to write by Ram, I wrote. But Ram account mein I should have written to sales and I have credited to Ram's account. That means I have written by sales. Correct? That means sales is credited. Yes. Ram is also credited. So I will say wrong entry is to sales. Then I will say correct entry is what? Ram to sales. 1,500, 1,500. But wrong entry is to sales to Ram. Because both are credited. But obviously exam mein you do not have so much time. So when you see this journal entry, no, the first thing that comes to your head is, sir, the most duffer accountant on earth. Sir, the most duffer accountant on earth cannot pass this journal entry, 2 sales and 2 Ram. Correct. He cannot pass. He did pass beta correct entry. But while doing ledger posting, he made a mistake. So this is not the wrong journal entry he has passed. Wrong entry does not mean the wrong journal entry. Wrong entry means impact of wrong ledger posting. Oh, wrong entry means impact of wrong ledger posting, my wonderful chartered accountant. Ting, ting, ting. Achha, understood, sir. Correct? Yes. Now chartered. Now chartered. So this is, and if you read this, means error is in that particular account. Credited to Ram account. So error is in Ram or sales? Sir, Ram. So sales is correct only. Yes. What they have done? Credited to Ram. So don't think that if Ram is credited, sales is debited. No. If Ram is credited, credit Ram. Sales mein there is no mistakes. The sales will stay as it is. So one thing should be very clear. If there is an error in a particular account, error is restricted to that particular account. Don't bring that error to something else. If I say your friend is good, that does not mean you are bad. Your friend is good. And when I say your friend is bad, that does not mean you are also bad or you are good. No, I am not saying anything about you. I am saying about your friend. Similarly, when I am saying about one account, yeah, error is in that particular account only. Another example I will give you. Discount allowed to Mohan. Discount allowed to Mohan. Debited to Mohan's account. Now chartered life will become so simple. Correct entry, discount allowed to Mohan. Debited to Mohan's account. So error is in Mohan. Discount allowed में कोई problem नहीं. Discount allowed debit to Mohan की जगह he has debited Mohan. So both are debited chartered. But reality में what happened? Discount allowed to Mohan का journal entry is what? Discount allowed to Mohan. So discount allowed में he wrote to Mohan. But Mohan may he should have written by discount allowed. No, over there also he wrote to discount. So both are debited. But we cannot think like this. You will always say discount allowed to Mohan, discount allowed to Mohan. Debited to Mohan's account, that means instead of crediting Mohan, they have debited. So both are debited. Does it mean the accountant has passed this journal entry? No, a duffer accountant cannot pass this journal entry. It means that wrong entry means that it is the impact of wrong ledger posting. My wonderful chartered accountant. बोलो rectification की जय. Hey, you all understood or not? Yes or no? Huh? Yes. आगे बढ़े. लाइक शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करें. मजा आ रहा है तो स्माइल भेजे. नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो फ्राउन भेजे. Now, correct 3 stages of error. If sales day book is overcast or undercast, correct. If sales day book is overcast or undercast, it means sales account is overcast or undercast. Am I clear? If sales day book is overcast or undercast, it means sales account is undercast, overcast. Means, suppose you pass the entry A to sales, B to sales, C to sales, then you will write A made 2 sales, B made 2 sales, C made 2 sales, correct? And sales may by A, by B, by C, correct? Yes. No, Bapu, no. In sales, we write by debtors and we write total. So if there is any totaling error, it will impact only sales account. Oh my God! Yes. If you would have studied accounting process, sales day book, we write the total only. Samjha. So if there is an error in, so totaling error, this total is directly posted in sales. So if there is an error in total, error will only be in sales account. So any undercast or overcast error impacts only sales. It is only about sales day book or all the book, all day books, all day books. 3 stages of error. Then how to find a rectified entry. How to find a rectified entry. One minute. 1 minute, I'll be back. How to find a rectified entry? We'll prepare 4 columns. Wrong entry, correct entry, reverse of wrong entry, rectified entry. Wrong entry, correct entry, reverse of wrong entry, rectified entry. Am I clear? Rectified entry is nothing but correct entry plus reverse of wrong entry. This is how you find a rectified entry. Correct? Yes. Now, then charted stages of rectification. Stages of error, stages of rectification. Before trial balance. Now charted rectified entry. Now, what do you mean by a complete journal entry? What do you mean by a complete journal entry chartered? Voila! What do you mean by complete journal entry? Complete journal entry means there is debit as well as there is credit and the amount is same on both. A journal entry which has both debit item as well as credit item and the amount is same in both. That is known as a complete journal entry. Suppose if I tell you RAM 400 to sales 300, is it a complete journal entry? None. If I tell you RAM 400, stay, is this a complete journal entry? None. So complete journal entry has got two criteria. One is they should have both debit and credit, and second is amount should be same. Now, if rectified entry is a complete journal entry, then life is beautiful. If rectified journal entry is a complete journal entry, then life is beautiful. Before trial balance, if rectified entry is incomplete, write a sentence indicating impact of rectification. That means suppose the journal entry is RAM 3 to sales 4. Is the complete journal entry? No. Then you have to write a sentence. Debit RAM's account with rupees 3 and credit sales account with rupees 4. If it is complete journal entry, then life is beautiful. If it is incomplete journal entry, then if conditional, you are supposed to write a sentence only if rectified entry is incomplete. If rectified entry is incomplete, if it is complete, then life is beautiful. This is before preparation of trial balance. After trial balance, chartered, after trial balance kya? If rectified entry is incomplete, then use suspense account to complete it. Then use a suspense account to complete it. Correct? After final account. If errors are detected, next year or subsequent year, then rectified entry is same as after trial balance, but instead of nominal accounts, use what? PL adjustment account. Correct? Okay. Now, so I understood stages of rectification. If nothing is mentioned in the question, you are after trial balance. So if you get a rectified entry which is complete, then no problem. But if you get a rectified entry which is incomplete and you are before trial balance, then write a sentence. If you are after trial balance, then use suspense. Whatever is the rectified entry after trial balance, after final accounts, you're supposed to write the same entry. But only nominal account items will be substituted by PL adjustment. Why? Because nominal account items are nothing but income and expenses which are all closed by transferring it to P&L. Am I clear? Yes. Now charted. Some important points. Now, some important points. Number one, if debit is greater than credit in trial balance, then balance of suspense account is on credit side. Debit jasti, debit 500, credit 400, debit 500, credit 400. So suspense will come in credit and vice versa. Correct? Now charted. Listen to this 2-3 minutes ka monologue very carefully. When we prepare a trial balance, after closing all the ledger accounts, we prepare a trial balance. The trial balance should generally tally. But if we prepare a trial balance which does not tally, then we put the difference, which can be on the debit side or on the credit side. We don't know the reason for difference. Hence, we put the difference to suspense account. Why? Because we don't know the reason for difference. Anything we don't know and we have to find out is known as suspense. Correct? Then we again go through our books of accounts, find out the errors, rectify them, and hence suspense goes. That means suspense gets nullified. To this, what I wanted to say is that when I prepare trial balance, the trial balance does not tally. The reason for difference I don't know, so I put the reason for difference to suspense account. Suspense account means anything which I don't know and I need to find out. Then I again go through my books of accounts, find out the errors, rectify the errors, and hence remove the suspense. Mystery is solved, suspense is gone. Mystery is solved, suspense is gone. Mystery is solved, suspense is gone, and suspense gets nullified. That means whatever suspense account came in trial balance will ultimately go in rectification of errors. That means I say that suspense account ka birth, janam happens in trial balance, but death, maran happens in rectification. That means suspense account takes birth in trial balance, suspense account dies in rectification. Am I clear? So after rectification, suspense account gets nullified. So now you understand this. If in rectified entry, suspense is debited, suspense to something, that means suspense is debited. If suspense is debited, that means it is getting nullified. That means in trial balance, that means chartered in trial balance, suspense was on credit side. If in trial balance suspense was on credit side, that means debit was greater than credit. Oh, if in any again understand, suspense account starts in trial balance, ends in rectification. Yes. If rectification mein suspense account is debited, that means it is nullifying. Yes. That means in trial balance it was on credit. Rectification mein if it is on debit, that means in trial balance it was on credit. Trial balance mein if suspense is on credit, that means debit was more. That means if suspense is debited, debit is more. Similarly, if any rectified entry suspense is credited, if suspense is credited and it is getting nullified, that means in trial balance it was on debit side. If it is credited and it is getting nullified, that means in trial balance it was on debit. Am I clear? If in trial balance it was on debit, credit was more. That means if in rectified entry suspense account is debited, credited. If it is debited, means in trial balance, debit is greater than credit. If it is credited, that means in trial balance, credit is greater than debit. Again, I repeat the logic. If in trial balance chartered, if it is debited, if in rectification it is debited, rectification when you are debiting, that means suspense account is nullified. That means in trial balance it was on which side? Credit side. If trial balance means suspense is on credit, debit is more. Correct. If rectification means it is on the credit side, that means it is getting nullified. Yes. If rectification means it is on the credit side, it is getting nullified. That means in trial balance it was on debit side. Correct, incorrect? Correct. If trial balance means it is on debit side, that means credit is more. So simple, remember, if it is on the debit side, debit is more. If it is on credit side, credit is more. Yes. Correct? Yes. 3. If question says find difference in trial balance. If question says find difference in trial balance. If question says find difference in trial balance, means prepare suspense account and find opening balance. Am I clear? If on debit, then credit is greater than debit. Credit, then debit is greater than credit. If the suspense is on debit side, that means credit is greater. Correct? Number 4. Number 4. close PL adjustment by transferring it to capital account. Correct? Now charted 5. Question may ask. Number 1. They will ask you rectified entry. Number 2, they will ask you prepare suspense account. Correct? Number 3, they may ask you state the difference in trial balance. State the difference in trial balance. That means you're supposed to prepare suspense account and find out the opening balance. 4. Impact of rectification of errors on trial balance. Sorry, impact of errors on trial balance. In every rectified entry, check and then say and then write for every rectified entry. In every rectified entry, check and then write for every rectified entry. Suspense debited means debit is greater, means debit is greater than credit. If suspense is credited, credit is greater than debit. For every entry you write. Entry number 1, debit is greater than credit 500. Entry number 2, debit is greater than credit 600. Entry number 3, debit is lower than credit 200. For every entry you write. Acha, हाँ. 5th they can ask is impact of rectification on profit. If income or expense is debited in rectification of error, in rectified entry, then profit decreases. Credited in rectified entry, profit increases. These are the 5 things they can ask you in a question. Rectified entry, prepare a suspense account, state the difference in trial balance, impact of errors on trial balance, impact of rectification on profit. He understood. Now chartered. So this is your overall. This is your overall Zoom has started. Now you can join, I think. Now, correct. Now chartered. So you understood what are the important things of rectification. Now, fatafat, let's do one game. Rectification, rectification. Na, 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 na. 1 minute. Now, let's do this rectification. One minute. I'll be back. 1 minute. Now, no. Let's do it. Pass rectification entries assuming errors are rectified after preparation of trial balance. Also find the difference in trial balance. We'll do everything in this. Correct? Okay, sir. Whatever you say. Wrong entry. Wrong entry. Correct entry. Reverse of wrong entry. Rectified entry. Rectified entry. Now, let's see. Return outward book was undercast by 909. Now charted, what does return outward book mean? Fatafat. Return outward means purchase return. Yes or no? Purchase return is undercast by 909. Purchase return is income or expense? Purchase return is income or expense? Bola bola. Purchase return. Purchase return was undercast by 909. That means purchase return, they have reduced it by 909. Correct? So, increase purchase return by 909. Purchase return is what? Purchase is expense. Purchase is expense, therefore purchase return is income. No, it's not income. Treat it as income, it will become good. Purchase is expense, purchase return is income. To increase purchase return, what will you do? Credit. So what will be the rectified entry? Suspense to purchase return 909. Correct? What? And if it is after final accounts, then what will be the entry? After final accounts? After trial balance. After final account, the entry will be suspense to PL adjustment. How much? 909. Correct? Yes, sir. Then charted. B. B. B is what? Rupees 5,400 received from A. So if this was before trial balance, this is an incomplete journal entry. Then you will write credit purchase return by 909. Just write a sentence. Rupees 5,400 received from A was posted to the debit of his account. His matlab A account. Received 5,400 from A. What is the journal entry? Journal entry is cash to A. 5,400. 5,400. Correct? Reverse of wrong. Was debited to his account. His matlab error is in cash or A? Sir, error is in A. There is no error in cash. So cash will remain as it is. Cash 5,400. A also debit 5,400. Don't think that the accountant would have passed this entry. It represents impact of wrong ledger posting. It represents impact of wrong ledger posting. Now charted reverse karo. To A 5,400 to cash 5,400. Now charted combine these two entries. Correct entry and reverse of wrong. Cash debit, cash credit nullified. A credit 5,400, A credit 5,400. Therefore, A credit how much? 10,800. A credit how much? 10,800. अरे बाबू डेबिट किया सर डेबिट के लिए कुछ नहीं है दैट मीन्स एरर इज rectified entry is incomplete. If rectified entry is incomplete, you will write a sentence. To A 10,800. If rectified entry is incomplete, write a sentence before trial balance. Credit A's account with 10,800. कृपा A के अकाउंट को क्रेडिट करे 10,800 से. Please credit A's account with 10,800. After trial balance में complete using suspense account. After final account. Same as after trial balance. Same as after trial balance, but only nominal account items are substituted by PL adjustment. But only nominal account items are substituted by PL adjustment. Any nominal account items is there? So no. Shall we move ahead? Yes. Rupees 2,740 paid for repairs to motor car was debited to motor car account as 1,740. Acha. See. Repairs 2,740. Repairs to cash correct entry. Instead of repairs, I have debited what? Instead of repairs, I have debited what? Sir, instead of repairs, you have debited what? Instead of repairs, you have debited motor car 1,740. Motor car. To cash. But motor car 1,740. Is there any error in cash? If there is an error in any particular account, it means that the error is restricted in that particular account only. Am I clear? Yes. 1,740. 1,740. Correct? Yes. Now, reverse of wrong entry. Cash 27. Cash mein there is no error. Cash is 2,740. To motor car 1,740. Now charted combine these two entries. Correct entry and reverse of wrong entry. Cash cancel. Repairs debit 2,740. Repairs debit 2,740 to motor car 1,740. Is it a complete and rectified entry? Is it a complete rectified entry? Nah, it is not a complete rectified entry. तो क्या करने का? Then write a sentence indicating the impact of rectification. Then write a sentence indicating the impact of rectification. Write a sentence and after trial balance. To complete this, use suspense account. After final account, this will become PL adjustment 2740 to suspense 1000 to motor car 1740. बरोबर? हाँ sir. Now rupees 25 paid to Hari against our acceptance. Our acceptance मतलब bills payable. So you have paid to Hari against bills payable was debited to Harish's account. Oh my God! We have paid whom? We have paid Harish against bills payable. If we have paid Harish against bills payable chartered, then the journal entry should have been bills payable to bank. How much? 25,000. But chartered. No, suspense. I've written no. Correct, no, Aditya? Now chartered. Bills payable 25,000 to bank 25,000. Correct? Yes. Now, but wrong entry is Harish to bank. Wrong entry is Harish to bank. How much? 25,000. Reverse of wrong entry. Bills paid 25,000 paid to Hari against acceptance. Hari ko when we are paying against bills payable, it should not be Hari to bank. It should be bills payable to bank. It means bills payable honored. Oh my God. Reverse of wrong entry. Bank to Harish. Bank to Harish. How much? 25,000. Now chartered combine these two entries. Bank Tata. So bills payable to Harish. Is this a complete rectified entry? Yes. So before trial balance also it will be same. Before trial balance also same. After trial balance also same. And chartered after final accounts also same. What are you saying, sir? Yes. After final accounts also same. Kaiku same because there is no nominal account. Correct? Now, E. E is what? Bills received from Janki for repairs done to radio. Janki gave us a bill. Bill means invoice. Bills received from Janki for repairs done to radio. Janki gave us a bill because Janki repaired radio for us. Oh, bill received from Janki for repairs done to radio. If Janki has repaired the radio, then she cannot give us bills receivable. Correct? If we have repaired radio for Janki, if we have repaired radio from Janki, then we would accept bills payable. This is normal invoice. Bill received from Janki for repairs done to radio. Okay, and radio supplied for rupees 45,000. That means Janki repaired radio for us and Janki supplied radio to us. And that means we purchased radio from Janki and we got radio repaired from Janki. And we pass this transaction to bill purchased a book. So we received bill of 2,500 for repairs and 45,000 for purchase of radio. Chartered, therefore correct entry should have been repairs 2,500, radio 45,000 to Janki 47,500. Correct. This repairs का 2,500, radio का 45,000, total Janki sent us a bill of 47,500. But what we did? Purchases to Janki 46,000, 46,000. We pass this transaction to purchase day book. Reverse of wrong entry. Janki 46 to purchase 46. Now chartered combine these two entries. Repairs will be debited, radio will be debited, and purchase will be credited. Repairs, radio, purchase credit. To purchase 46 and Janki is debit 46, credit 47,500. So credit is heavier by 1,500. To Janki 1,500. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Now chartered. Correct. After final accounts, this repairs and purchases ki jagah you will have PL adjustment. So it will become radio 45 to PL adjustment 46 minus 2,500 43,500 and to J 1,500. Correct. F. A check of rupees 750 received for loss of stock by fire had been deposited in proprietor's private bank account. So we have received 750 for loss of stock from whom? Insurance company. So insurance company gave us 750. I should have passed the entry cash to insurance company. No. A check of rupees 750 received for loss of stock by fire. From whom? Insurance company. I should have passed the entry cash to insurance company. No. You know what I did? Put drawings to insurance company. So for this I have not passed any entry. It was not recorded in the books. I should have recorded drawings to insurance company. Sir, why drawings to insurance company? Because the insurance company gave me money and that money I put it in my private bank account. Insurance company gave me money and that money I put it in my private bank account. That is my drawings. 1 minute. How much? Now what it should be, it should have been bank to insurance, and this insurance ka money I took it for my personal use because it is given. Has been deposited, had been deposited in proprietor's private bank account. So entry will be drawings to bank. First entry I received the check, second entry I put it in my private bank account. So drawings to bank, ultimately entry will be drawings to insurance company. Correct, Aditya? Hey, you all are understanding? Yes or no? Bolo haan. Wrong entry, no entry. Reverse of entry, no entry. Rectified entry. Drawings to insurance. After final accounts also it will remain same. Correct? Yes, no. Aditya. Understood. Hey, rest everybody understanding? Sushant, Ananya, Samiksha, Mukund, Anish. Understanding, not understanding. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Bolo, bolo. Any doubt, then ask. So you received money from insurance company, put it in your private bank. Rectification is drawing to rectification is no entry. So correct entry is this, but they have not passed any wrong entry only. So this is only rectified entry, no? Yes. Now, an item of purchase of 151 was recorded in the purchase book as 15. So purchase में they forgot 151 का last one and posted to suppliers as 51. Yo, suppliers में they forgot the first one. 151 था. Purchase में they forgot the first one. And suppliers में the purchase में they forgot the first one. And suppliers में they forgot the purchase में they have written the 15. So they have forgotten 151. Purchase में they recorded only 15 and suppliers में they recorded 51. So purchases में the last one they forgot and suppliers में first one they forgot. I don't know what love they have with one. So correct entry will be purchase is 151 to suppliers 151. Correct. Wrong entry में purchases they wrote 15 to suppliers 51. Reverse of wrong entry. Suppliers 51 to purchase 15. Now you combine these two entries. Purchase debit 151, credit 51. Debit 151, credit 51. If a purchase debit 100, suppliers में debit 51, credit 150. नहीं. Purchase it is 15. Now charted purchase debit 151, credit 15. 151 minus 15, that means debit 136. Suppliers में debit 51, credit 151. So credit 100. So rectified entry will be purchase debit how much? 151 minus 15, 151 minus 15, 136. Suppliers credit 151, debit 51. So two suppliers 100. Two suspense 36. After final accounts chartered, instead of purchases, you will write PL adjust. Correct. GH. H. An amount of rupees 300 received in full settlement from a customer after he was allowed a discount of 50. 300 is received after a discount of 50. That means we were supposed to receive how much? 350. He gave us how much? 300, and we gave them a discount of 50. So logical entry should be bank account debit 300. Discount allowed account debit 50. To customer 350. Cash account debit 300. Sir, you told bank anything. Cash or bank account debit 300. Discount allowed 50. To customers 350. अरे हाँ भाई हाँ. So chartered. Correct entry. Cash or bank account debit 300. Discount allowed 50. To customer 350. What did that nalak do? But while writing in the book, the amount received was entered in discount column and the discount allowed was entered in amount column. Oh my God. So cash bank and discount allowed ka amount is interchanged. Cash bank and discount allowed ka amount is interchanged. God knows what Sastana Shahi did and sitting over there. That's why I told you. When you are solving, no, solve it seriously, Baba. Don't talk to your friends and solve it. Phone में बात कर रहा है, WhatsApp चल रहा है, and you are solving the questions. Sir, you are also doing the same, talking to us and solving. Don't do it. Achha, sorry, Baba. Now, reverse of wrong entry. Customer 350 to cash bank 50 to discount allowed 300. Now you combine chartered cash bank नहीं, customer cancel. Cash bank debit 300, credit 50. So cash bank debit. Discount allowed debit 50, credit 300. So credit discount allowed. Cash bank you should have debit 300, credit 50. 250, debit 50, credit 300 credit. After final accounts, instead of discount allowed, you will write yield adjustment. Correct? So first thing they can ask is rectified entry. Sir, in point G, there is an error in day book. So there will be error in both debit and credit. No, sir. The error is in both debit and credit, no? No. Both में error है ना, Sridhar? Now, so first thing they can ask, I told you, first thing they can ask is what? Pass the rectified entry. That they have done. Second, this is first, that is they can ask rectified entry. Second, prepare suspense account. Suspense account. Opening balance they have not given. Suspense to PR. Suspense to PR. To purchase return 909. Suspense to A. Suspense to A. 10,800. Correct, Sridhar. Then we'll adjust nahi. Repair suspense to motor car. So suspense is credited. By repairs you can write, by motor car you can write anything. How much? 1000. Suspense is ultimately credited with 1000. Correct? Bills payable to Harish. Repairs, radio purchase, drawing, insurance. Suspense is again credited 36 by purchase. Correct. So prepare suspense account and find the opening balance. Because they have told also find out the difference in trial balance. Difference in trial balance is opening balance. The balance brought down came 10673. 10673 is on the credit side. That means debit is greater than credit. Correct? Yes sir, no sir. Now charted, if you see what would I add? Rectified entry, prepare suspense account, then state the difference. Second and third. Impact of errors on trial balance. Impact of errors on trial balance. Let's do it. Second and third both is done. Fourth. Impact of errors in trial balance. Now charted. Debit is greater than credit. Credit is greater than debit. Let's start. First entry में suspense is debit. That means debit is greater by 909. Second, suspense is debit. That means debit is greater 10,800. C में suspense is credit. Means credit is greater. Now 4 में no, 5 में no, F में no, G में suspense is credit. Credit is greater. That means 1036 and 11,709. Correct? 909 plus 10,800. 709 minus 1036. That means debit is greater than credit by 10673. Either they can ask you prepare suspense account or they can ask you this fourth, impact of error in trial balance. So I had told you this, if you remember. Suspense is debited, debit is greater, suspense is credited, credit is greater. That also we had written earlier. Prepare suspense account to find the opening balance. If debit side में नहीं, if in rectified entry suspense account is on the debit side, see, if on rectified entry suspense account is on debit side, debit is greater, credit side, credit is greater. Debit side matlab trial balance में it was on credit side. If trial balance में suspense is on credit side, then debit is greater. But instead of going all that drama, we decided if debit suspense is on debit side, debit is greater. Suspense is on credit side, credit is greater. Fifth question they can ask is impact on profit, income, expense is debited, then profit will go down. Income expense is credited means profit will go up. Sir, how? If income is debited, income will reduce. If expense is debited, expense will increase. If income decreases or expense increases, profit will reduce. If income and expense is equal to credit, if income is credited, income is increasing. If expense is credited, expense is decreasing. If income is increasing or expense is decreasing, profit will always, yes or no? Oh, so income expense debit, profit comes down. Income expense credit, profit goes up. Income debit, reduction in income. Expense debit, expense goes up. Whether income comes down or expense goes up, profit will reduce only. Correct. And vice versa on credit. Income credit, profit will go up. Expense credit, that means expense is reducing, profit will again go up. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Now, let's check. Profit increasing 909. Purchase return credit. Profit is increasing 909. Suspense. Repairs debit. Repairs debit 2740. Profit is decreasing. Bills. Repairs debit 2500. Profit is decreasing. Bapre. Purchase credit, profit is increasing. Purchase credit, profit is increasing. Correct, no? Drawings, insurance, purchase debit, profit will decrease. Purchase debit, profit will decrease. Then cash bank to discount allowed credit, profit will increase. $250. Can you tell me the net impact? Profit is increasing or decreasing? Matlab, mehnat, you are talking about this and this. If they ask you prepare suspense account, then they are supposed to prepare suspense account and find the balance. That means you find the opening balance. This becomes easier. But if they say you impact, that means you are supposed to show impact of every transaction. If they just tell you find out, state the difference in trial balance, then we'll prepare suspense account, find out the difference. But if they ask you state the impact, then we are supposed to give impact of every transaction on trial. You understood? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Mehnat, you understood? Now tell me the net impact of this. $909 minus 740 plus 2500 plus 46,000 minus 136 plus 250. 41,873. Check karo. Is coming positive 41,873. Positive 41,783. Check. Correct. This is 5th. Correct. Now, 6th, PL adjustment account. Now, this is compulsory when you prepare after final accounts. This is compulsory in case of after final accounts. Compulsory after final accounts. Correct? Let's check. PL adjustment credit 909 by suspense 909. Then PL adjustment debit 2740. To suspense and motor car 2740. Correct? नहीं है. PL adjustment credit 43500 by radio 43500. This will not come. PL adjustment debit 136 to suspense and suppliers 136. Correct? Yes. Cash bank to PL adjustment. PL adjustment में by cash bank 250. Now charter, tell me to capital how much? Balancing figure. $909 plus 43,500 plus 250 minus 2740 minus 136 41,783. The entry will become PL adjustment to capital. This entry compulsorily you are supposed to pass PL adjustment to capital 41,783. Now chartered, what did you understand? So you understood first they can ask rectified entries, second they can ask prepare suspense account, third they can ask find out the difference in trial balance, fourth they can ask impact in trial balance, fifth they can ask is impact on profit. Now listen very carefully. If you are doing rectification after final accounts, you have to prepare PL adjustment account, transfer the difference to capital and pass this last entry, because this entry is mandatory. So pass this last entry. To pass this last entry, we have to prepare PL adjustment account. And if you see the entry is PL adjustment to capital, that means capital account is credited. Capital account is credited, that means capital account is increasing. Capital account is increasing because of what? Profit. Capital account is increasing because of profit, and that's what we have said. Profit is increasing by 41,783. So this is the maximum things charted they can ask in rectification of errors. Most of us believe that rectification of errors means this much only, and sometimes they ask PL suspense account, fatafat draw suspense account. No, beta, rectification mein they can ask lot of things along with rectified entries. So I have tried to cover everything in one question, whatever they can ask in rectification of errors. Thank you so much. That's all for the day. Bye bye. See you. It was wonderful being with you.